it's not. You know how you know you're in Princeton? Like, what are you drinking? Water. It's mineral water. Everyone's so demure and well behaved. I don't think there's gonna be. I mean, I don't want to curse anything, but this doesn't seem like a heckler type of crowd. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm back home because I went to school at the College of New Jersey, which we stole the name from Princeton because Princeton used to be the College of New Jersey. Yeah, my legal people know. But yeah, elephant in the room. By the way, I know what you guys are thinking, and you're right. I do look like a Wish.com Clark Kent. So let's get that. I'm Superman on a budget. What's that? We're 1 foot away. It's okay. You can say this is as intimate as it gets. You can't say something and then go when I call you out on it. Which it's okay. You can say what you said. Oh, he said I just laughed. Yeah, my name is Aaron Rosen, which I think is an extremely Jewish name. I think Rosen is the most Jewish name I do. And people will try and argue with me. They're like, Rosen isn't the most Jewish name. You got names like Rosenberg, Rosenstein, Rosendahl. Those names are way more Jewish. I'm like, no. You don't get it. Rosen is the most Jewish because I got the name for half off. And if you didn't laugh, you're anti-Semitic. Because I'm Jewish, everyone expects me to be an expert on the whole Israel-Palestine situation, and like I'm trying so hard to stay abreast of what's going on with that, you know? And I will say this, like, when Biden was president, it was a lot more taxing to get the updates back then versus now when we get the updates from Donald Trump. It's a little more whimsical now, you know? He's like, the other day I spoke with Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu, what a name, Netanyahu. Remember when we went on the net on Yahoo? And that's how we searched for everything. We did. Excuse me. We did. And then we did SGs. We SGs everything, and he disappeared. Where did G's go? That's what I want to ask you. But now we do everything with Google. It's all Google. We have Google Docs and Google Sheets and Google Drive. And I love driving. I love the cars, but there's new electric ones. They get so hot. Like Prometheus, and that was a scary movie. I tell you, that was so scary. But not as scary as aliens. That was so scary. But the scariest aliens are illegal aliens, which is why we need to build that wall. It's like, what about Israel? Well, they have a tremendous wall, I'll tell you. Crazy times. Did you see what happened? Oh my God, he was going crazy with that whole escalator thing at the UN. Did you hear about that? He was being so dramatic about it. The escalator stopped as he was getting up, and he's like, they tried to sabotage me and they tried to kill me. They did, and it was so scary. If not for Melania, I would have been dead. But I have very good legs, though. I do, and that's why they're so swollen, because they're so strong. He made a bigger deal about the escalator than getting shot at. Do you realize? Oh man, my mom is a MAGA mom, and you know, I try and have conversations with her, but it's tough trying to get through to her, you know, because I feel like we live in very different realities, you know, like when Elon Musk spoke at the Republican thing, like we can all agree that he did the Heil Hitler, like that was pretty clear, the Heil Hitler thing. And my mom, I tried telling her that, she's like, Aaron, I can't believe you would say something so ridiculous. You're being so absurd. And then literally 5 minutes later, she's like, you know, if you look closely, Michelle Obama's really a man. I'm like, come on, Mom! But I do try to have healthy conversations with her. I try my best to keep her grounded. Because she'll say things to me like, I don't like all these liberal colleges. They're making everyone gay and autistic. And I'm like, Mom, everyone knows liberal colleges are not making people gay and autistic. It's vaccines. And then RFK Jr. pops out of nowhere. He's like, that's what I've been trying to say this whole time. I like these guys. You guys come to the next show free. This gay couple's meeting this gay couple. They are and they're winning hard too. They're winning big. And I love the gays. That's why I do the YMCA dance. This is the whole show, by the way. No, here's the thing, right? Like we all, I feel like most of us were kind of rooting for Kamala, and whether she was, I didn't have big expectations for her, but I was hoping for better things, and I will say this: I was glad that she at least got to debate Trump. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if you guys remember or not, but that debate with Joe Biden was tough. That was tough to watch. That was like watching elder abuse. Remember that? He was like, Joe Biden has the worst brain we've ever seen. It's so sad. It's so sad. And Biden, poor Biden, he was like, Donald Trump over here, this guy, he's trying to say, I don't have the mental acuity. Well, let me tell you something. This guy, he doesn't even know the first thing about that. They were like, Mr. Trump, would you like to respond to that? He's like, I don't know what he said. And I don't think he knows what he said. Yeah, I don't know. Biden. The problem with Biden, I feel like, we were able to see through, I feel like he felt a little bit like a con man as well. Like he was just trying too hard to placate everyone, you know? And you know when someone's generosity comes across as a little fake. Because he would just be like, hey, look, folks, you gotta fight for these things. I've been fighting my whole life. I was there in Staten Island when they fought to get the union for Amazon. Just like I was there in Hollywood when I fought for the writers and the actors, and I fought to get their union, and I was there when the union fought the Confederacy. It's like, come on, Joe. Maybe he was actually. But yeah, he gave us a wild set of options when it came time for voting. And I don't know if you remember this, but he actually did say this. He was like, just remember one thing. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. He said that, and we were like, that is not how ultimatums work. I don't know. I'm just tired of all these dinosaur politicians. Not ageist or anything, but like we can all agree, right? We want to see some younger faces. Yes. A friend of mine tried to tell me, they were like, Donald Trump and Joe Biden have been around since the first Apple Macintosh came out, and I was like, the computer or the fruit? How far back are we going? Oh man, I don't know. I like Bernie Sanders. I'm a fan of Bernie. Yeah, right. I feel like we should all have healthcare and like fair wages, right? That's not too much to ask for. Yeah. My only gripe with him, I love it. It's this little. Your energy is indicative of the Democratic Party. It's like, you deserve better. But my gripe with him is that everything is just a commentary on capitalism. That's Bernie's whole shtick. Like, go ahead and shout out any movie, dog. Go ahead and shout out any movie.
Rush Hour.
Ghostbusters is all about how the elite rich are trying to take advantage of the working class poor. That is why the guy who's in charge of the whole facility, when the ghosts take over, he was all about profit and he wanted to keep it open, and he was trying to kick out the Ghostbusters who were trying to do labor for free. But he didn't want that because he would have made more money if they shut the place down, and that's why commentary on capitalism for Ghostbusters. Okay, we can do another one. Go ahead. Rush Hour is actually about DEI because you have an Asian person and a black person working together on the police squad who are put down by the upper echelon, the white people who are in charge. They don't believe them. They kick them off the force. They treat them unfairly. But when we work together, we have diversity. We can solve international terrorist threats like what was going on in Rush Hour. That's why I come there a couple of Rush Hour. Okay. I'm a high school English teacher. Thank you. Thank you. Is anyone in here a teacher? I'm sorry, we all made the wrong career move. It's okay. In the hoodie, right, with the glasses, sir? Oh, he's all done. Yes, you. Hi. Yeah, you're a teacher as well.
I am not.
Oh, why did I think? Oh, it was you. Hi. Hi. Good talk. No, okay. What do you teach?
I teach computer science.
Oh, fuck yeah. Wait, what was that? Oh, you got really excited. She went, oh. Why'd you get excited about that?
I'm a retired teacher, second grade.
Do you want to learn computer science?
I don't know how I lost control, but... You gotta be real. Comp sci. I was originally a comp sci major. This isn't gonna be funny, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I was in college. I used to be so good with technology at home, and then I took the programming class at college, and I failed miserably because I realized that you're not good at programming if all you know is to unplug and plug back in the router when the internet's down. So, yeah, then I became an English teacher. But yeah, I've been teaching. How long have you been teaching for?
20 years.
20 years. Wow, give it up for this guy. Yeah. 50 more to go, then you can retire. I've been doing this is my 12th year teaching, and it's exhausting. It is. And I complain about the job a lot. I'm sure most teachers we do, but it's tough. But I will say that, and I teach in Jersey City. I've been doing it for 12 years in Jersey City. And I'll say this, my students, I'm very lucky. They're very well behaved. In fact, in the 12 years that I've been teaching in my school, we've only had 2 fights. Can you believe that? 2 fights in 12 years. Yeah, and both of them I won. Yeah! I love that people laugh at child abuse. But yeah, no. When we came back from the pandemic, that was a tough adjustment because the students their writing really kind of took a nosedive. You know, thankfully by the time they're done with the end of my class, it gets a lot better. But when they first come in, it's rough. They go crazy with the punctuation. The commas, the periods, the semicolons. I try reading their essays and it sounds like a straight up Christopher Walken monologue. I'm reading it and it's like, the Salem witch trials or terrible travesty. Many died, mostly innocent. Wow. It's like, how do I read that? As I'm sure a lot of you guys know, teachers, we don't make the best salaries. So I was trying to, when I found out that we were getting a new Department of Education, I knew that I needed to do some quick shopping because it's going to get worse. And I tried to do some online panic shopping. And I tried to use those promo discount codes online, and I was seeing if they had anything for teachers. Nothing. But they had a ton of military discounts, which I think is so unfair. That's so unfair. Because I have a way higher chance of getting shot at. I'm doing a GoFundMe for a bulletproof vest. No. All right, based on that reaction, I think I can try this next joke. That tepid laugh. So, based on the recent shooting, which one? Based on the recent shooting, my students kind of got a little nervous because we did the drills and stuff too. And my students, they asked me, they're like, Mr. Rosa, if we ever have an active shooter, would you protect us? And I was like, yeah, I'll try. And they're like, would you take a bullet for us? And I had to really think about that. They were like, would you protect us? And I was like, which class am I protecting? Because if it's my good class, I will take a bullet any time. But if it's my bad class, if you guys don't deserve a pizza party, you definitely don't deserve a martyr party. That is not happening. Okay, I'll take that. That was the first time trying that, and I'm happy with the result. I know it was good. Thank you. But students, a lot has changed, especially the way they talk, and it's kind of funny. I don't know if teens just don't know how to communicate that well, or if they're secretly comedic geniuses. Because I was doing improv one day after school. I was teaching improv, and for those of you that don't know, the fun thing about improv is that everything is made up on the spot. Everything. So you gotta put a lot of faith in your scene partner and vice versa, because you don't know what they're gonna say. And I was doing improv one time with this kid who was like the nicest, sweetest, most well-behaved, respectful kid I've ever worked with. He never cursed, never talked back, no attitude, nothing. We were doing an improv scene where vampires were attacking a town. He was playing a cop, I was playing a detective. I start the scene, I go, hey, what's going on? Things look pretty bad. He goes, yeah, it's really messed up. These vampires are ruining everything. People are just getting sucked off left and right. And I had to keep the spirit of improv going. I had to yes and, so I was like, yeah, this town is bone dry. This is a true story, man. Another time I was playing Call of Duty. And for those of you who don't know what Call of Duty is, it's an online military shooting video game where the objective is to pick up guns, run around, shoot and kill people. It's like America the video game, and if you don't, okay, too dark, all right. But if you don't pick up a gun, the only weapon you can use in this video game are your bare hands, your fists, right? So I'm teamed up with this teenager who's my partner. We're communicating over the headset, and I hear him getting into what sounds like a skirmish. And I was like, hey man, are you all right? Do you need help? And he goes, no, it's cool. I didn't pick up a gun. I'm just fisting this guy. And if you're not laughing right now, Google fisting later. But do it incognito. And so, yeah, I was like, oh, are you ready? Do you need help? He goes, no, it's cool. He's fisting me too. The gay people are loving this show. Finally, I told him what he was saying. Because, like, can you imagine? I can't let him go about his day talking like that. Can you imagine? He gets into a fight with someone or an argument with someone at school. He's like, that's it, you and me, the parking lot, 5 o'clock, we're fisting. No, you can't say that. Oh boy, you guys are fun. School's tough though, it is. College, it prepared me for school pretty well. They warned me in college, they're like, hey man, you're gonna have to do a lot. You're gonna wear a lot of hats, and you're not just gonna be a teacher. You're gonna be a friend, you're gonna be a counselor, you're gonna be a mentor, you're gonna be a father figure, all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool, but there are just some things that college did not prepare me for at all. Like some students will walk up to me and just be so vulnerable. And they'll say things like, Mr. Rosen, I'm feeling suicidal, and I'll be so taken aback. I'm like, I'm not prepared for that, you know? So I'm just like, wow, same. Have you looked outside lately? I gotta sell feed pics just to cover the groceries. It's not good. I try to pretend like I know what I'm talking about too at school. Like the students, they'll call me out real quick. You know, I try to keep up this facade that like I'm still young and I know what they're talking about. And I truly have no idea. Like, Mr. Rosen, do you like Nicki Minaj? I'm like, of course I like Nicholas Minaj. What kind of question is that? Like, what about Pop Smoke? I'm like, I have asthma. Like, do you like Ice Spice? I'm like, I don't really do food challenges. Speaking of ice, fuck ice. They ruin white people's favorite seasoning. But you know what? In Terrence's lab, that's a win for me. So good enough. Oh boy. I'm just taking it all in. Taking it all in. The edible did not hit yet. Don't worry. I didn't take one. I did crack instead. Yeah, it's funny though. Students, like when we came back from the pandemic, students were very concerned. They were so caring and kind. They'd be like, Mr. Rosen, you gotta make sure you're using the alcohol wipes. Use the alcohol. Are you using the alcohol? I'm like, oh, trust me, I'm definitely using the alcohol. Like, eat your greens. Make sure you're eating your greens. I'm like, I'm doing a lot more than just eating them. Yeah, but I actually, aside from teaching improv after school, I used to do Special Olympics, and I really love doing Special Olympics because it's so much fun working with special needs kids. I would just play sports with them and beat them all the time. It was great. But I really did do Special Olympics, and I love working with kids who are on the spectrum because they have zero filter. Those kids say whatever is on their mind. She's nodding extra hard. She knows someone. That's great. They would say whatever's on their mind. And I worked with one kid who would always talk about Pokemon. And I wanted to make a connection with him. So I talked about the show Dragon Ball Z. And one day, this kid comes right up to me and he goes, Coach Aaron, you talk about Dragon Ball Z a lot. And I was like, yeah, but you always talk about Pokemon. He's like, yeah, but I'm autistic. What's your excuse? Guys, that's my time. Keep it going for your host, Aaron.